Hey guys, this is Austin. This might be the ultimate gaming monitor. Big shout out to LG for sponsoring this video. So we're actually doing something really cool together soon, but I'll talk about that later. So if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know I do a lot of gaming PC videos, but what I don't do is cover a lot of monitors, which is where this comes in. The LG 34UC89G, because product names. Now comes the fun part of trying to unbox a monitor that's as big as I am. You know what, let's just tear it open. That sounds like a way better idea. I'm just gonna drop the monitor trying to be careful with it. This is a lot lighter than I thought it was gonna be. Also putting a lot of trust in this to not fall and break right now. This isn't right at all. What am I doing? I just saw my life flash before my eyes. I should probably screw it in with these screws on the bottom of this. Probably a good idea. No. I almost pulled a Linus on that one. So, with one disaster averted, we have the display itself. Now this is going to be a 34-inch display, and it's actually one of the best reasons why I like to use ultra-wide monitors for gaming. With such a big panel, especially when it's curved like this one, it does really give you a nice immersive experience. So let's just show ports real quick, and then we'll cut and get the PC on. How bad was it? All right, cool. For ports around back, we have a display port, HDMI, as well as two USB 3.0, which can be used as a hub. This guy is rocking a 34-inch IPS display with a resolution of 2560 by 1080. Now, while that resolution isn't too crazy, what you're getting here is some seriously high refresh rates. Out of the box, it's running at 144 Hertz. However, you can actually overclock it to 166 Hertz. Now that combined with G-Sync support means that this is going to be a really smooth experience. But if you're running AMD graphics, there's also going to be a FreeSync version of this monitor, which happens to also be a fair bit cheaper. The panel supports 99% of the sRGB color space, which makes it suitable for stuff like photo and video editing. However, for me, the resolution is going to be a little bit low for this. It is really meant as a gaming monitor. Before we get started, we might as well overclock the monitor because it literally takes like 10 seconds. All you do is reach underneath, pull up the menu. Pretty much all LG monitors make this pretty simple with the little nub on the bottom. And all you do is turn on the overclock. It'll tell it that the monitor needs to reboot, and then it should be good. Then all you need to do is go into the NVIDIA control panel, make sure G-Sync is enabled, and then select your refresh rate at a crispy 166 Hertz. So first we have Dirt 4. Now, not only is this a really fun game, but I think one of the nice things about it is that with this cockpit view, it really does make the ultra-wide look nice. So on ultra settings here, we're getting anywhere between like 90 to 100 frames per second right now. And with G-Sync, it looks super smooth. While the resolution of the display is a little bit low, it is difficult to run even 2560 by 1080 at a super high frame rate. So right now with a Core i7 and a GTX 1080 Ti, I'm still only getting about 90 frames per second. Personally for me, I prefer a smoother frame rate with slightly lower graphics versus something that might look a little bit better, but is not going to run anywhere near as smoothly. Next, we have a game that can definitely take advantage of a high frame rate, CSGO. Now here with everything cranked up, we're getting between 200 to 300 frames per second, which is definitely enough to fully keep this monitor running at 166 Hertz. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Now I am by no means any good at CSGO, but even I can tell how much of a difference it makes having such a high refresh rate. Now I know a lot of people like to play this game at a super high frame rate, even though the monitor can't handle it to keep input latency down, but especially when you pair it with 166 Hertz, it looks nice. Although it's probably not enough to keep me from getting killed. Or maybe it is. Now there are some special features with the monitor, and one of them is black stabilizer. So once you go into the options and turn this on, so say I'm in this dark area and I can't quite see someone hiding in the shadows. Essentially what this is doing is it's bringing up all of the contrast, so it makes it a lot easier to see anyone who's hiding, but it still doesn't affect the rest of the image. If you want to get a little sneaky, you can also enable a crosshair in the monitor. So if you say you want to do that and not pull up your scope, it makes that a little bit easier. Oh, did you see that? Ha! If you guys want a chance to potentially win not only one of these monitors, but also a whole lot more, LG is doing their third ultra-wide festival, and this year, Linus and I are going to be hosting it. For 2017, it's all focused around this ultra-wide monitor, but the grand prize is going to get a gaming setup worth $10,000. To enter, submit a video that's 144 seconds or less explaining why you need the new ultra-wide display. Now in the video, make sure to not only include your face, but also your current gaming PC. Then just post your video on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram
spam using these hashtags and then submit it at the link in the description. 50 finalists will win a $50 Steam gift card and the chance to come up to Canada, hang out with Linus and I, and potentially win that giant setup. So the contest will be running from August 14th to 23rd, so good luck. So what do you guys think about the ultra-wide display? Let me know in the comments below and I will catch you in the next one.